Welcome to an early broadcast of CityClips Live.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Ali, for hopping on your during your busy schedule. Last week of school for Leon County.
Last
Crazy.
week of school with all of its events and graduations and ceremonies, and it's fun. It's fun,
Yeah.
but it's always busy.
All the parties at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Appreciation gifts. Nonstop things. Maysember. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
And we had those tornadoes come through, and apparently someone said it wasn't just two. I saw a report that there was three.
Hmm.
So, but I know that I think officially there were two significant sizes, and then it merged into one, and that definitely threw another curveball for Tallahassee.
Some areas got hit really hard. Like I was just hearing yesterday about what happened Railroad Square and what is gonna happen with, especially over there. Like they weren't real buildings, so they were like it was like where all of the art shacks were, and I don't know.
Yeah,
There's a big discussion about what is going to happen now. Are they going to be rebuilt? Are they not going to be rebuilt? Are they going to be rebuilt in the same way? Or if they're going to be rebuilt in a different way, it's not going to be feasible for the tenants who are there already. So I think it's a big discussion. I think that area is going to go through a major transformation, hopefully for the better. It's a great location, but anyway, that is going to be a major change in Tallahassee.
yeah. I guess the landlords or the property owners, the developers in for that whole space, they're trying to figure out like what can they do next. Hopefully, they can do something that really helps out the art district and art community because it was a big retail spot for creatives and artists. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of debate and discussion around that, and it's probably hard because you've got all the costs going up with development, with all the materials, supplies, construction, all of that. And then land is probably more expensive here in Tallahassee too, just in general. Like that is prime real estate. Like so, you could see like on both sides, I guess, for those who had, the tenants there, and then the landowners and developers. Like, there's a big dilemma around that. So,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, I absolutely agree. I think, yeah, eventually they might find another place for artists. I don't know. It's going to be hopefully a good opportunity for what is the best way to optimize this, plus what is the best way to support the artists as well. So,
yeah,
both are good discussions for Tallahassee, and I think hopefully this is going to turn into a good opportunity for everyone.
yeah. Let's hope for the best for everybody. And I mean, I know Domi was hit pretty hard. They thankfully not as much damage. There's a leak in the roof there, and then unfortunately, Visit Tallahassee was hit hard. There was so much damage, and they just renovated. So it's hopefully, the county and the city can work well together to make something happen. And we're seeing decent loan options. Some, I guess, there's this thing called the bridge loan program. It's going to be interesting how that helps support businesses that are struggling right now. And then there's some other loans that we'll try to share through City Clips as well. That we're already like, as soon as we see something, a program come through, we try to share it. And then we also share it on our LinkedIn page just to let people know as soon as possible. So yeah, just keep an eye on those opportunities and support programs for the community so that it helps you as a business owner. Um, some positive things, also some other positive things coming up. Uh, you know, Even though it's summer, it is a great opportunity to start preparing for the fall. Like it's another, it might be slow for Tallahassee, but that's probably when everybody starts looking at their businesses and plans ahead. Um, the fall is always a crazy season as much as the spring, but that's when sports starts, happening. This and all the events in our community starts kicking in. So um, there's some other opportunities in the summer that's coming up, for those of you who are staying around.
Yeah, no, definitely. Summer is always, I've noticed in Tallahassee is always the time to set up for what is going to happen next year. So, and it's a great opportunity to do that. So yeah, looking forward to it. And next year is going to be big. The football team has done great last year, and there's a lot of expectations this year. So a lot of eyes are going to be on it, and uh,
Yeah.
games are going to be busy. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah, yeah. And speaking of fun, we actually do have last week I mentioned that we're going to have another drawing for UPHS attendees that stop by my table. So I will, mention the giveaways. Don't let me forget. And to respect your time, Ollie, because I know you're going to hop soon. Um, one of the things that we want to talk about was form optimization. Like, what can we do to help people sign up as soon as possible? Like, what would work for your business as well when you're setting up forms? Because you want to convert as fast as possible when someone visits your landing page. And one of the things we're going to do, because I will have another dedicated team member to help us get set up in Beehive. We're already testing it for a different newsletter that I'm working on. But yeah, forms. Like forms is one of the best or most important aspects of getting people to convert over and sign up, right? So in your experience, Ali, maybe highlight what has worked for you, and then I can show some examples.
Yeah, so definitely, I think we discussed this a bit offline. I think the keyword will be reduce friction. Like, how do you make the form finish within the least possible number of steps, the least number of spaces to fill out, the least number of clicks, the least number of pages to go through. The more you reduce that, the better the results will be. I remember, and we always struggle with that with the sponsors in Jareed. Like, we have to tell them what should their landing page look like for better conversion, just from our experience. The best one that I've seen so far was a landing page that asks for one question and one question only. Put your phone number in. It was just not even a name, not even a contact number, not even email, nothing, just a phone number. And I think that yielded some good results. Still, nevertheless, three spaces is still reasonable. Like, I don't know, name, email, phone number. That's still good. But once you start to go into these bigger forms that asks details and what do you want out of this collaboration, I don't know what. Well, these questions are useful for you to understand more about your potential client. They will actually stop a lot of people from filling them up. So actually, these are wasted opportunities. For me, I think the best way to do it is basically just make it as short as possible, looks as nice and as much fun as possible, and then you can go ahead with the next steps about asking more information or getting on the phone with them to warm them up. This all can be done later, but for now, just get through the job, which is just letting them submit the form.
That's great because it pretty much, seeing these examples from top marketing platforms or just even, to get some response and conversion, like Kickstarter, this is their form. I hope you guys can see it okay. But it's very simple. And I like how you mentioned phone number because sometimes people neglect to include that.
Mhm.
And I think that's great because that way they can opt out or opt in for the text messaging option too. So have you considered including text messaging as an
We
option for communication?
We haven't, honestly. It's We've been trying to focus or to filter down everything to email. So that was a main focus, and that's why we did not use, like, there was so many other options. So it was text messaging, WhatsApp channels became a big thing for a while. So a lot of people suggested why not make a channel for all of our content, and um, other platforms as well. But for us, what we felt was the best way was actually just to focus all of our clients in one area, and this will make even sponsorships easier, both to sell and to achieve better results for our sponsors.
Yeah. Do you see? I like how they keep it simple too, even from the user standpoint. Like when it's just one field or just focusing on just a few, and then you won't get as overwhelmed. I think that's the immediate reaction people have. It's like, oh my goodness, there's too many. I don't have time for this,
Mm.
you know? So,
You know what's even better than all of this? Having
mhm.
no form and no sign up of whatsoever. Like look at what TikTok did. TikTok had a major growth, and the truth is, when you go in, you don't even have to sign up the first time. You can still enjoy TikTok as long as you download the app. You don't even have to sign up. You don't have to put your phone number, your email, or anything. Still, you will get a very similar experience to what users who did put their information in. Um, the algorithm was still smart. It can still tell that this is the same phone or the same app, so it can still develop and develop the content according to your taste and what you like, but without even the sign up. Whoa. And this is a uh, uh, major step that no one did before that, and I think it's just useful. Now, of course, it's not going to be similarly applicable in email newsletters, but the idea is still there. Reduce friction as much as you can, and try and provide value as soon as you can without even asking people for anything. The more you can reach that goal, the better, hopefully the better growth you will have.
Yeah, I mean, with email, you'll still need some kind of form, right? If there's,
You do, but it can be as little as your email only, or it can be more email and name. It can be even more. Like, it's up to you, but it can be as little as just one space, which is the standard practice in many of these major newsletters like Morning Brew, The Hustle, etc. They don't ask you for stuff. They just ask you
yeah,
for
yeah, we're gonna, I mean, now that I have a little bit of extra manpower for the summer, we have some interns. Shout out to Nanda and Pranav, and then some others. I'm excited about them. So they're gonna help like focus on the growth of this, for City Clips, and then also some other things I want to do. So we're gonna finally start, building out those things and get some significant growth for the summer. So
nice.
that's the plan. And before you head out, I'll just go ahead and do this drawing. If you're cool
Okay.
with that, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then let's roll. Please. Boom, boom, boom. Congratulations, Fiona. Yay! It was a webcam. So I had a webcam at the table. So we'll see. I mean, I'll give her the option, but we'll reach out to her. You won the webcam, the Logi
Nice.
webcam.
That's actually a very nice gift.
It is.
Mm.
I want to keep doing those actually. um, yeah.
Okay.
If there's anything else, Ali, are you ready? Are you able to hop on for next week too?
Yes. Next week we're going to be done with the weekend, unless if there's anything going crazy with the house, because we're setting up the house for other stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Excellent.
Thanks, Ali. I'll see you next time.
And bye.
Bye.